I am Andrew Pike, CIO from BASF, and I run SAP. BASF is a German-based chemical company. It has its headquarters in Ludwigshafen in the center of Germany, and has operational activities pretty much worldwide. We operate in well over 100 countries through something like around about 350 legal entities, and out of around about 1,300 sites now worldwide. I think at BASF we like to think of ourselves as offering a level of service quality, reliability, which is without comparison with most of our competitors. And I think on top of that, you can add then the scale of the company and its worldwide reach means that we can deliver to many of our global customers a very consistent level of product and service worldwide. Our core software suite comprises pretty much all of SAP's main product line. The relationship between BASF and SAP goes back a long way, and we were one of the early users of the business warehouse when it first appeared on the market. When the first, let's say, in-memory type of technology did appear under the guise of the Business Warehouse Accelerator, we were one of the first adopters of that. I have to say, of many of the things which SAP has brought to the marketplace, the Business Warehouse Accelerator has had immediate impact. Of course, with HANA, it's a next generation of this whole approach. It goes really right down to the end transaction. What we've done in the past is then, of course, create different summarized layers in our business warehouse in order to then service the reporting. And now with the in-memory technology, and the charm is truly the fact that then you can work on the source data itself, on the source transactions, and it means that we don't have any of these redundant layers in between. The ability to load the entire database into memory, to optimize it with this new optimization routines, the move to a column-based database technology, to be able to then have an environment where both the transaction applications and the analytics are both working off the same source of data. This entire package is extremely compelling. The cost analysis, the COPA area, was the most interesting thing to look at in the first step. So we extracted the entire database off of our ERP system, sent it to SAP, and we got the first results a few months ago out of all that, and they were really, truly astounding. We saw response times which improved around about 120 times. That is, they reduced from something like about 620 seconds down to about 5 seconds. In one case of assessing EBIT on our commodity sales, and this was really truly extraordinary. If you're taking then something like about 250,000 products and multiplying it through 400,000 customers around about, you have a lot of data to deal with, and up until now we just could not then handle going to the next layer, which is really producing EBIT information. If you're talking about pure EBIT on a product customer level, then you're talking about also a monster amount of calculation to then allocate additional costs right down to that level, and that requires an enormous amount of computing power and needs definitely the appropriate response time in order to make that type of analysis for us useful. We talked about system speed, but the second major topic in this area which interests us is data reliability. The degree to which we can validate our data, of course, depends on the speed of the database. With regard to analysing our costs, this is a key part of our ongoing business portfolio optimization process. As we can get better data more swiftly and not have to wait for, let's say, the month-end processing, we can get this more daily, or if at all possible, on a transaction-by-transaction basis. There's no question this adds a huge amount of benefit to our businesses, allows them to adjust things on the fly much better, and secondly then of course gives us much better insight into the real state of play in then determining how to then further optimize our business portfolio and make the right decisions regarding evolving BASF for the future. We've done our first deep dive into the HANA database with the cost and profitability information. This has been extremely encouraging. It's not where we want to stop. We are very much motivated to use the database also for transaction purposes, for the core part of the business suite. If you're looking at planning optimization, you're dealing with software which is extremely complicated and tends to require a lot of computing power. This allows us to produce the right product at the right time. And if we can do that, then we can then deliver, hopefully, to the customer satisfaction also at the right time. And that's for us an extremely important point. I think the in-memory technology and SAP's approach with HANA is definitely a generational change. The promises are great. Our first experiences are extremely encouraging. And all I can say is we want to encourage SAP as much as possible to roll out this program, the HANA program, as quickly as it possibly can, ensure that then it covers then the full range of its core products, namely the ERP and Business Suite, SCM, Business Analytics. The faster SAP can do this, the better for us, and it will add, as I said before, extreme value to the company and offer us great opportunities to move our entire IT into a new generation of operations and support. SAP helps BASF run better.